welcome everybody to a first look at 9 Parchments, a cooperative spell blasting game that is not from Arrowhead, the makers of Magicka, but Frozen Byte, the developers of the Trine series. And while 9 Parchments is a lot more straightforward than Magicka, I think it kind of loses some of the greatness along the way there. And of course, this is one of those games where, while there is a single player mode, you really do want to have a few friends along for the ride. So the first thing you'll notice is that there are actual characters in this game, with each character belonging or having different spells, different unlocks, and kind of a way of, again, trying to differentiate these characters and give you a reason to keep replaying the game with them. Everyone has their own skill trees, name, moves, and all that other great stuff. Now we're going to be playing this on single player, but there is obviously multiplayer. Yeah. And to make things more interesting... Oh, look at that. You can play the game on hardcore difficulty. To make things more interesting, I'm going to play this on hard mode.
We'll find the parchments to...
Greetings.
Now, as you can see, there is local co-op and then there is online. Now, I already played a little bit with Cornelius here, so we're going to play as Gislin to see what she has differently. Now, one thing I will say is the game looks beautiful. Frozen Byte really knows how to do great graphics and aesthetics to their games. And they should be loading along. There we go.
Once again, our story began at the Astral Academy, where young wizards from all over the world gathered to learn magic. Students at the Academy were learning their basic spells under the guidance of the great wizards. They were to completely master their old spells before earning new ones for their spell books. It was time for yet another spell test.
Alright, now that he's done talking, we can go in a little bit more detail about the gameplay. So, similar to Magicka, everybody friendly fire is on. That includes getting hit by your own spells, such as its AoEs, or your friends. So this is one of those games where it's very easy to lose friends if you're not careful. Like I said, every wizard has 3 spells, usually 2 attacks and 1 specialty or support. So she has like this short-range lightning, a healing rune, and a long-range darkness. Spells of opposites will sometimes block or be used to nullify each other. Oh, we can do stuff like that. And we can switch between the spells at any time. Another thing each character has that is standard is the blink ability. That's measured by that pink rectangle next to my health and mana. And your health and mana will recharge, or I'm sorry, your health will fully recharge after combat, but you will have to use healing abilities during combat. There you go. And we are coming up to our quest here. Take that, barrels. Oh, don't forget about the treasure chest right here.
Hi there.
And we got a hat. Let's see, well, let me select it. There we go. And we unlocked a new character. Like I said at the start, there are a lot of unlocks in 9 Parchments. But let's see what happens with the story.
Did we complete the test?
You are all disqualified for advanced studies until further notice. Now, you must stay here and practice.
For how long?
Forever, if you must. You will practice until your magic is safe. until I'm convinced you're not all walking magical hazards.
That's a great wizard
just
beard
waiting
right there.
to explode. That's probably nothing.
And you'll see a lot more
So the
impressive
Astral
backgrounds
Academy's
later
mystical
on.
spell parchments were scattered into the faraway corners of the world. In all this chaos, however, the clever young students saw an opportunity for some illicit hands-on studying. All they had to do was to go out and collect spells until they had all their 9 parchments.
Alright, so there's our another character. I think there are different variations of the 8 which have their own spells. There we go. Just as I said, too. And we'll look at what the skill trees mean once we hit level 2. While we're waiting for the game to load, all the stages are hard-coded, at least from what I've seen so far. But again, the details
complete my
really
spell book,
nice.
the sooner I can return to Alcyon. The Astral Academy's not as vile as I first thought it'd be.
Take that,
But nothing
Seagull.
compares to home. And in Alcyon, they wouldn't allow for such chaos and explosions.
Now that blue shield means that that character is immune to water base attacks. Again, if you're in trouble, you want to blink away. You can place a healing room down. Now, if I was playing as Cornelius, we would have a different strategy to deal with these guys based on what spells. And again, with multiplayer, everybody's hurting everybody. Now, one thing that I've noticed is that it is very slow playing this in single player, because you have to wait for your mana to recharge. Look around. That's some beautiful water there, too. Uh-oh. Take that. Oop. Again, if you're in trouble, we can blink away. But otherwise, a lot of the appeal of this game, again, is similar to Magicka, when you have everybody using their respective spells and just filling the screen with crazy effects and death zones. I have a broom here, don't make me use it. There is no run command either. And because I'm playing this on hard mode, we're getting different enemy types showing up. As you can see, they're immune to darkness spells. And this is why each character has 2 different elements. Alright, we leveled up. And again, each character has respective skill trees, including unique ones as well. There we go. So it's going to be, I think, very tricky to level everything up, especially with it all locked behind various achievements. And then in order to move up, we need to add enough points into the previous tier. Now, because of the 3 spell limit, or the 3 spells starting out, the game doesn't have that same level of depth as Magicka did. Especially with the ability to combine spells, what they were being cast on, and all other things to create all manner of interesting abilities. Here, it's a lot more straightforward, for better and for worse. And the game really, I think, does shine when you have multiple people playing, but unless you have friends, you're going to have to deal with public mode. Take that, you damn fire buffalo. Goodbye. Okay, so the magic is tied to the respective skills. And I can tell you for sure that these enemies were not here while I was playing this on normal difficulty. Heal again. And let's see. Go there. I want to try something here. Oh.
Good.
Basically, everyone gets 1 life per checkpoint. Unless you're playing on hardcore. So let's see if this works. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh. Ow.
That is one way of hopefully getting experience. Now, to have freeze spell would be a lot easier fighting this guy. Go healing. Come on. Let's see, does this show me? Oh, no, we can't look at it while we're in combat. So we should get a pop-up, hopefully, telling us that we've leveled up. Or that we got the achievement. If I can slow them down, probably kill 2 birds with 1 stone, or 1 fire Velociraptor. Darkness spell. You can't get me, buddy. There we go. Come on, recharge it faster. Yeah, if it doesn't work after this one, we'll just move on. Alright. Say goodnight. Oh, I did. Now it says there's a reward for picking up all the blue feathers, or the phoenix feathers, but I have not found it yet. Ow. I believe this all should be coming to the end fairly soon. Good old spread shots. And you're dead.
Lo and behold, they found a lift.
Thank you, narrator. What's here? Uh-oh. I think one suggestion would be to actually be able to show the achievements on screen if you want, especially for some of the more esoterically required ones. Get away from me. Shield's gone. And yes, you do have to kill all the enemies before you can move on. And there are points of no returns as well, like right here. That's a new one. And some enemies will also enhance other enemies, as you can see by them apparently giving these guys a shield. And while I can't use my broom, you really don't want to use it when using your spells whenever possible. Yeah, but it doesn't look like they really do any kind of compensating for the harder difficulties. Run through that shield. One is down. Oh, look, we found a new room.
Fashionable new accessory in the outback. Who would have thought?
Let's see what that does as soon as we're done dealing with these guys. Blue shields you can rip through. Come on. Die. Good. Oh, got an achievement for unlocking that guy. There we go. Damage return is healing. Critical chance. I'll take that. And let's go for more spell power. I'm sure there's more danger up ahead. Guys. Uh-oh. We have a beam fight on our hands. Ah. Spread shot Pete's beam. Another quill. I think that's everything for here. Everything looks so detailed. It's very hard to pick out specific topics here. Oh, my rune's healing them. That's perfect. I already got that one with the other character. And that's level. Normal characters can gain levels up to 40, and then if we put on hardcore, we go up to 60. And as you can see, there's definitely some creativity to the game, but this is one of those titles where, while there is single player, it's definitely meant for multi.
While mourning
There's very
the
little
lack of
doubt about that.
weather-appropriate beachwear, it was time to push on towards the next parchment.
So like some AoE bomb scarabs. Unlock another achievement, Thunder and Boom. Oh. Get away! Smack you with my staff bite. Perfect timing. Get another level. Let's go for more power. Now what we have? I'm not sure what that blast rate is. Oh, maybe that's a healing boost for their friends. Uh-oh. Beams are combining. Haven't they learned not to cross the streams? I don't like where this is going. And yet, this is pretty much 9 parchments. Get away. I mean, the basic concept is nice, but I don't know if there is enough depth here to warrant someone replaying this game multiple times with different characters, unless they get 3 other friends, or even just 2,
Tropical cliffsides
to really enjoy it.
housed some very interesting bridge contraptions.
Because as you can see, it is a bit on the repetitive side, and we don't have the ability to mix and match our own spells like we do in Magicka. Oh, he's creating a AoE field there. There, you're down. Being backed into a corner here. Shoot through his shields fairly easily. Ah. And yes, there's a secret to the southwest, but I already got that with another character. He doesn't look too good. Man, the art team at Frozen Byte is definitely amazing. Not bad. Alright, we'll do one more level. This is actually the first boss fight, and I think that will be our stop point. Anything else?
One of the elusive parchments was surely near now. But little did anyone know what was lurking ahead.
Uh-oh.
The breathtaking seaside vista was not the
Look at
only
that
thing to
background.
give pause to anyone admiring the horizon. A beast of some terrifying
don't freeze
sort
on me.
had also taken a liking to the missing parchment.
Alright, boss time. And based on what skills and spells your team has access to, will determine overall boss strategy. Ow. This is a good time that we have a healing spell, that's for sure. Take that, Mantis. I'm not sure how the game scales based on number of players, if it does at all. Exploding on me. Oh. Almost gone. Come on. One more cycle should do the job.
That was
Oh,
almost
that
too
hurt.
easy.
What we got? Goodbye, buddy. Don't forget the treasure chest. And we got a new hat.
How clever of you.
Whenever you get a new parchment, you can choose from one of 3 spells. And we made it to tier 2. For that. So I just want to see like, how these multiple spells work. Alright, so it gets
That
added
enormous
to our
mantis is
actual
like one can
routine,
have too much of.
or our options.
But I demonstrated what this Witch of Alcyon's made of.
Alright. So then when you restart the game, and you play through it again, you'll be able to choose different spells. So again, the game is trying to play up replayability, but I just don't know if it's there. Especially if you don't have friends wanting to play this game with you. Ow. Get away from me. Oh, I got another achievement. I don't know what these things are, but I don't like them. Die. Hold still so I can blast you. There it is. So chances are you're going to unlock most of these characters just by randomly playing the game. But then there are additional achievements that you will have to be specialized for. It is a little good. Die. And yeah, I like 9 parchments, but Again, I just don't know if the depth is there. I'm curious for those of you who have played the game what you think about it. Because I could see this being a lot of fun with a full party of people. And I'm sure very agonizing as well. Right, you're immune? I think a pretty nice spell. Come on. Smack you with my broom again, buddy. Still no feathers or quills. Oh, would have been perfect. Ow. Again, either enemies will drop healing, or I'll recover after combat, but any other way will involve having to have a healing spell. So it's usually good, I think, to have at least one person in your party with healing. You're out. Wait, I see one.
Sadly, there was no time to explore the ancient snake temple, for there were missing parchments to be found.
Alright, but I think it's time to wrap things up for tonight. Because we could stay here and zap more enemies. But as you can see, it is pretty... the gameplay stays pretty much the same. Oh. Like, sections like this can be very tricky if you're playing just one person. God. Now, it doesn't look like we've ran into any epic monsters yet. Think that. This could be troublesome. Damn your shields. You're down. Alright. Now we can get back to shocking them all. Whew. I'm hoping this level will be just about over. I have heard some complaints from multiplayers about progress getting saved between playing single player and multi. So just be aware of that for those of you looking at picking this one up. I wonder if I'll level up again. Oink. Surely if I'm shooting lightning while I'm standing in water, I would get killed, right? And let's see what we got here. Alright, nice. And I got an achievement. Which you'll see probably as soon as these two are dead. There it is. It's a feather. So there's one more in this level. Die, Buffalo. Yeah, as you can see, saving Blink for when you need it is also very handy. Die. Don't use my healing ability. Alright, we made it. Alright, and that's another level. And a great sunset, too. And Yeah, as we go down the tree, her skills are going to be made for more healing. Unless we unlock these other ones. Alright. But let's wrap it up here, so thank you so much for watching. I'd like to thank the developers for giving me a press key. And if you are a developer working on a game you'd like me to take a look at for the channel, please don't hesitate to get in touch. But otherwise, check back for daily discussions on game design here and on Game Wisdom, where we examine the art and science of games. Once again, this has been 9 Parchments, currently out on Steam.
A sunny day on the beach dragged on hot and long, with yet no new parchment in sight.
Thank you, narrator. But until next time, have a good night. Ooh. That's a lot of levels. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check back around 10 Eastern for regular streaming. If you'd like to suggest games for me to cover or topics to talk about, let me know in the comments below. For a collection of my writings as well as weekly podcasts on design, check out game-wisdom.com. To support the Game Wisdom Patreon, you can find us on there on patreon.com/GWBycer. $1 will get you into our private Discord channel where we talk game topics and more. $5 will get you voting privileges for any major event, including the Saturday Night Grab Bag, Patreon-funded goals, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy more videos here on the Game Wisdom YouTube channel.